Good morning, everybody. Sunday, June 9th. Happy to have you on the farm. Getting ready to go out there. We had to close everything up because we had a rainstorm. I am just 1/10 shy of 1 inch of rain. So we've received 9/10 inch. Haven't been out here yet because it was still a pretty good storm coming, and it's still, you can see it's still drizzling here a little bit, getting them little extra bonuses. I heard at 5 o'clock this morning how the rain was falling, and it was just that nice gentle rainfall. I know the power went off around 1 in the morning, but other than that, I haven't, didn't hear hail or any excessive winds. And I'm looking out here and I see the corn is standing upright as far as I can see, so that's good news. But I can also see to the west we have clearing skies, so I'm going to go ahead and crack open these high tunnels, let a little bit in, and we need to go ahead. I have not shown you the high tunnels for a spell, how the plants are growing and everything. It's amazing how with the speed in which the plants are growing this time of year, that if I don't show it to you man, for 5 days and you come back to it, all of a sudden I have this, this humongous jump in growth. So I'm going to show you where we're at right now and try to get this film put out as soon as we can. Let's go ahead and drop the high tunnel, and I'll get that done. That's enough for there. Just wanting to get in. We actually had a very good market yesterday. Sold quite a few head lettuce. Sold a little bit of cut lettuce. Our beets are getting close to being ready. Let's go on into this high tunnel. Let's go into high tunnel number 1, or the small high tunnel, whatever person wants to call it. So we've had some winds. And you'll see with the bell peppers, we put the stakes up, and we don't do a floor to weave with the bell peppers. We just do them upright. We are harvesting now on the cucumbers. Yep, we are harvesting cucumbers now. So there's one that's getting pretty close, being ready to be picked. So Delia's been in here really working her buns off, trying to keep up on everything, and she's doing a very good job. But this kind of a place here takes a lot of management, so it does take a dedicated individual to run this type of a lower and lean environment. Here is our cherry tomatoes. She's got quite a bit going on here as well. Probably going to do some fertilizing. These particular ones, we have different stages of pepper growth, because I kind of killed several of them. So anyway, you live and you learn on some of this stuff. But there you go. That's why this row looks kind of scraggly. These are older bell peppers. You can see right here at the height of those. So they're coming on, where everything's growing very nicely. So very good. And then these cucumbers here are younger. It's not a mistake. It's just they're younger. This is my oldest cucumber. So when I was killing the bell peppers, I did my best to kill cucumbers as well. So that's okay. We have different stages, and that's good. But look at you can see all the cucumbers on the bottom of the high tunnel. So she's going to come in here and work a little bit in here today. These cucumbers are specialty crop cucumbers, or I guess you can call them gourmet cucumbers, and we know nothing about them. We said we'd give them a try, but they don't seem to want to vine the same. So anyway, we got nothing so far. I guess, it was nice of the man to send them, so we want to give it a shot. So let's go into the big high tunnel and open that area up. It's time to bang them. These here also need it. And this here, I just take, in order to help pollinate these, I just shake the string. And I didn't get a chance to show you, so you know, you just go down the line and shake the string. When the bell peppers, you can do much similar on those, but you just shake the string and get the peppers to help pollinate. We are going to be in the 90s this week, so it's going to be a hot one. It's finally, we're here, you know, beginning of June. It's time for the 90s to occur here in Kansas. There we go. Yep. Get these guys all shaken. And this plant, there's no way that is a cherry tomato plant. No way. Nope. I don't know what it is, but it's not a cherry tomato. Doggone, that happens. You know, you order the seed from the seed company, and they're probably putting up bagging up seed from 1,000 different varieties, and there'll be that one seed that hadn't dropped yet, and it ends up in your packet, and that happens. So yep, I think she probably ought to just rip that one out and put a new one in this place. We can do that. All right, we're going to lower the big high tunnel. Pretty good. Repeat the same over here. And I see I got to mow the strawberries again. That's a constant game on that rye. There we go. That'll get them going here, and we'll go into I'll show you the big high tunnel. And would you look at the size of our tomatoes in here? Look at the size of them things. I have been busy putting strings on, and they're all going to get a little bit of a fertilizer boost today. Nothing major, just but I do need to, and I'm just tapping them, guys, just taking my hand, and I do that. I try to do that twice a day. If it's a real windy day, and I have the end curtains opened up like I will this week, I don't necessarily come in here and tap my post because I have a good wind moving my plants. You see the butternut is in there. It's time to harvest all of that. The tomatoes have definitely taken over there, and I'm going to finish. Look at what too much nitrogen. Remember, this is that golf course soil. So you got these pockets. Look at how much these guys have grown. I mean, there's nothing. What else can I say? I mean, it's incredible, but it's you know, never put too much. Don't go nitrogen crazy with tomatoes, and that's what you're going to get. You know, that's all it is to it. And I'm going to have to put a cover crop on this end down here because I want them to suck up the rest of this nitrogen that was left in that soil, because that's just too much. I mean, you see the blooms on the top? Well, look how far it is before there was probably a tomato on it. Whereas these are nice, tight clusters, and you got tomatoes growing all the way down it. This is the perfect example of putting too much nitrogen on tomatoes. Is you get nothing but leggy plants that is unmanageable, really. I mean, they're going to be in the way. I'll probably have to get in here and chop them. And what else can I do with them? They're too tall, and let them go ahead and try to regrow a second growth because they're too tall for me. So let me finish shaking these plants here. These are in good shape here, and we'll continue on with our tour. Okay, so there is the progress of my pollinator row. It looks like I have more weeds than I have flowers, but nonetheless. And look at how this first batch of sweet corn's coming out. It's going to be happening very fast. As a matter of fact, there's our spot where we're going to have our ear of corn come out of, right there. So it's going to be going to silk here very quickly, which means it's time for Ed to get a raccoon fence put up, an electric raccoon fence. It's time to put it around it. But yeah, no, the sweet corn is definitely going the right way. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful there. I am seeing some insect damage on the potatoes, which I need to get dealt with there today. Gotta keep up on it, but let everything kind of dry back. For the most part, we're doing pretty good. The red potatoes are just wonderful. Delia came in here. We actually harvested our first onions. Kind of sell them early, you know, farmers market onions, where you kind of peel back the outer layer of skin on your first bulbs. You know, they're not finished bulbing out yet, but they're looking pretty, right? Plus the consumer gets to, with you harvesting it now, they also get the benefit of some green, like, you know, they can use the green stems in the crop because it is so green right now. So anyway, there's some good benefits there. Definitely seeing you know, the broccoli, the cabbages, everybody's doing very well. Now Delia just came in here and transplanted these squash, and look at how well these guys have just exploded. I can't go out here very far because I'm sinking as we speak, but look at how much these guys have just taken off. And no, this is going to be a lot of squash here. Zucchini, and I think that's yellow squash, and then I think she has zucchini. Here's the zucchini, or no, that's okra. So we got the okra out there, got that going. This area is filling back in, and that's happy news. Got some bell peppers going, our kale, and this is kind of our throw together row, I guess. Whatever happens types of a deal. Have dill that is going to seed, and so we've been selling dill each week, and people have been enjoying. I had no idea dill was such a big herb for many people, but it is. So look at our first plant of green beans here. Now I know my second plant is going to give me twice as much yield as what this is because of the damages, but we actually seen a couple of mature green beans. When I say a couple, I literally mean two, and it's kind of odd that they ended up doing that, but we'll be harvesting green beans here before you know it. Look at them. I mean, this is wonderful. Really branching out, looking nice. Let's go on down. So this is the first planting of green beans, and Delia and I, we got out here before the rains. I had a lot of grass seed coming up, palm amaranth, and cockleburr, and I still got it, but anyway, I went in there and tilled everything up, but it's looking good for 5 minutes anyway. You can see along this edge, look at all the palm amaranth and chickweed. Chickweed's a big one too right now. So we have the first planting green beans, and boy, we're on the final stretch now, right? Now it just gotta do it. So the second plant of green beans, you look at how much better these are. These are 2 weeks younger than that particular group. However, the plants did not get held up from insect damage. Now my planter broke down here. It's the reason why there's a double row. I really didn't think I even got anything planted. The great news is about green beans is they can handle heavier pressure on that. So and I got in here and really kind of got these weeded really nice. I even tilled across the way. There's a lot of cockleburr. There's cockleburr right there. But there's a lot of cockleburr in with those green beans, but we got all that taken care of. And then finally we have our third planting of green beans. And what do you know? We just did this on Tuesday. Today is Sunday. And of course we just got rain of significance. And look at that. There they are. They're coming up. They're popping their heads. They're showing us. Let's make sure they're coming in all the rows, but I'm certain they are. This rain will be perfect to get these guys just coming through the ground. Now, you maybe you're asking, maybe you're not, but I plant green beans at 1.5 inches depth. inch and 3/4 are fine too, but I really like 1.5 inches. And there they are. Yeah, look at this perfect, look at this. Look at how perfect. Get out of there. These green beans are popping. Isn't that nice? One of my investments this coming year is going to be what they call a Keaton seed firmer. What that'll do is it gently pushes the seed to the bottom of the trench, of your planting trench. And I think that will be the last little bit that will really make this planting 100% more uniform. You're going to have seeds in here that don't quite hit the bottom of the trench, and I think if I had a Keaton seed firmer, I will see more seeds coming up at 100%. So that's the only thing left for me to do on my green beans, because like I said, these here haven't officially popped through yet. They will, but it just shows the difference in, you know, it's little tiny things like that, little tiny things in farming that can make a difference on your yield. But I think you guys are going to be really surprised what I'm ready to show you next. But yeah, there it is, the 2024 Schneider green bean planting. You're looking at an area that was planted at a rate, not at a rate, we actually had 20,000 seeds. So that's what was planted out here. Anyway, so that's exciting, right? So it'll be even more exciting when they're all picked and sold. But let's go on. I'm not even going to show it to you. I want you to stay with me. I'm going to show you the biggest surprise I have on the farm. And a lot of work went into this. I think you guys know that. But let's come on down here. For those of you that do know it, you already kind of know what's coming, who's seen it. But take a look at the cantaloupe. Take a look at the watermelon. Can you believe this? Look at this cantaloupe and look at the watermelon. I'm running out of time now on this on my weeds. But these guys have just absolutely exploded. They have absolutely exploded. Look at them watermelon. Yep. We've lost some. There's some parts of this story that isn't 100% pretty. But look at this. Look at how they have covered their canopying over the top of the black plastic. That's good, because we're going to be 95 degrees and they're going to need that canopy to keep that covered, that's for sure. And yeah, what a story that is. What a story that is, with all the work we put into this. In 2 years' time, we've harvested basically 0 watermelon, 0 cantaloupe, because we just couldn't get the produce to this stage. And right now, we're going to get something. I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to get something. So a lot of blooms are in there. Now, we talked to a friend, and we're excited about having our friend over here. They came by, they're beekeepers, and they're going to drop a couple hives off for us. And so that's going to arrive in the next day or two. So we're very excited to have that to help push our watermelon and our cantaloupe. And yesterday I came through here and I mowed, and I had to throw these vines over the side, because they're really taking real estate now. And that's a good thing. Just like this right here. I'm going to go ahead before they get too locked in, and let's get it going the right direction, because there ain't nothing. Yep, they need to come. They need to move over. So let's pull out this palm amaranth, and let's get this plant heading the right direction. There we go. Yep, same way with that. Well, we'll continue on over here to the corn. But again, a lot different. This is the Crimson Sweet right here. These 2 rows, these 2 are Sangria. So that's what we have going on there. So, all right. So here we are. This is the 3rd planting of, that's our 3rd planting of sweet corn. Just a wonderful, wonderful planting on that one. Over here, 2nd planting. It's past ready for its side dressing of nitrogen. So I'll get in here and do that as soon as Monday, tomorrow occurs. I'll get in here and get some nitrogen on that. And then here is our first plant of sweet corn. We have gone canopy, if you notice that. So isn't that something? It is going to tassel for much of it, but the sweet corn, without a doubt, has benefited greatly from that side dressing. Having that timed out, that's exactly what we want to do, isn't it? So right now, the sweet corn is going to tassel. Their needs right now by the acre inch is 0.15 inches of water per acre per day. That's what they're going through right now. I just picked up 9/10 of an inch of rain yesterday. That's what I got, was 9/10 overnight. That's wonderful. My corn's looking great. That 9/10 is just 5 days away of running out of water. If I had nothing in the soil at all, if I had nothing in the soil bank, as you will, I'd be out of water. But it gets even better than that, because when all of a sudden these silks emerge, well, I'm not needing 0.15 acre inches of water per day. I'm needing 3/10 of an inch per day. 3/10 of an inch of water per day just to keep my corn going. So when we get into that scenario, which is there's going to have to be, if I want a big full ear, and I guarantee you my customers want a big full ear of sweet corn, then we're going to have to supplement it if I don't get any rain. It's just the way it is. Every 3 days, we need another inch this time of year. Another inch this time of year. Isn't that something? So, and then you need to do that till the ear fills out. That's just where the reproductive time and the growth phase of this sweet corn is. It's a big demand of its nutrients, and we don't want water to be the missing factor in our plants. So these guys are just exploding. You know, maybe I don't have the greatest stand in the world, but boy, you can't tell this corn that it ain't doing well. And if you notice the nice color on the plant, that nitrogen was just the perfect timing. Fact is our microbes in the soil are also feeding on nitrogen. Nitrogen does go down into the soil, as we can see here. It's hit the roots, and look at how well they're doing. So you don't want to put on all of your nitrogen up front and call it a day. Every year's a little different, but the fact is that if you could come in here and add nitrogen, add your nutrients, add your sulfur, add whatever it is your plants are needing, as the plant needs it, that's even better. As we get looking at our crops, as we're getting better at growing our crops. And it's also more cost effective. You actually don't have to put down as much stuff, but I really believe corn runs out of its nutrients. They run out of their nutrients eventually here. If you just apply it in the spring, there's probably not enough for them to carry them over all the way through the season to get maximum yield, Let's just call it that. So now we're in here, and I'm going to slide over into our second planting. And we're definitely at so this is the next future. These are a week younger than those are. And these guys, yeah, I got a rogue plant there, but let's look at the count. Where am I standing on my V? I know I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is a collar there, so 7. I'm at V7. I'm a little bit late on getting side dressed on these, but it's still a good time. These were side dressed at V6. These will be side dressed at V7, and that's perfect. So these guys over here, my third planting, I think I'm a little bit closer to 10 days difference on them. I don't think I planted every 7. I think I'm closer to 10. Let's take a look at it. I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm firmly at a 4 going into 5 on these particular plants. So now's the time. If there's any extra spraying that needs to be done, I can get in here with my ATV and do a final spraying in these. Control them last little bits of weeds that are cropping up through here. And then the following week will be the week that they need to be side dressed. So we'll get the side dressing done there on the second planting, and then we'll go ahead and do the side dressing here on the third planting in the following week. Folks, that's my update on the farm. I hope you enjoyed being here. Please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Come grow with us.